Yo, hello, hello. What is up, gamers? Shut up, Hick. Stop clicking. You click.
Bruh.
All right, what is up? Uh, we have around 6 minutes before the recursion versus 2RAF match opens, so we are doing this intro really quick. I am your streamer for the evening for this match, Gumbo, and I'm joined here by not by TJ, because TJ had to do something IRL. We're
TJ.
joined here by Gob's Ccdmc. Here you go. Look at your name on the screen. Look at this. I'll center
Yep, it
this.
looks awesome.
Well, I mean it's on a delay, so you don't see that. But
I was going along with the act, man.
yeah. Don't worry. Don't notice the off-center recursion versus 2RAF logo. I mean versus text. I just woke up 5 minutes ago, so things are looking up. But as usual. Please let me know if there are any production issues, which there will be, I am sure, while I still get used to casting. Um, Outfit Wars 2. Speaking of Outfit Wars, Hey, did you ever figure out how to switch the colors properly? Because I'm trying something and I'm hoping
Um,
it works. I'm setting
pretty sure
everything to Empire colors.
I think it was just supposed to be all red on one side and all blue on the other.
Okay. For
Um,
Alpha Wars coloring or Empire coloring? Because for Empire coloring, I have Empire colors instead of enemy versus ally. But
so have players, facilities, territory on the left-hand side all red. Um, and then on the right-hand side at the very bottom, it should all be blue.
what? Do you have enemy versus ally selected? Or are you using custom colors for the Empire coloring?
Custom.
Ugh, I'll figure it out.
Or honestly, just do Empire colors. That works fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Empire colors because I don't have to
Nice.
mess around with the actual colors. All
Yeah,
right,
you
we
should
have four
should invite
minutes
me a
left.
squad, man.
Um,
What's your name?
PSPX OBSX Gumbo VS. I'm on VS. All right.
Oh, you're an
Let's.
enemy.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
switch
gosh.
to the game. Awesome. The game capture is working. Things are looking up. Hey, can you tell me if the stream looks okay?
Yeah, man, I'm still on the talking screen, but it looks good.
Awesome. Cool. I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
tab out for a second. I
Yeah.
need to get the overlay set up. Yeah, this was obviously a very prepared stream.
Yo,
Good
what's
job.
up? Look up now.
Where are you saying hello to look up now?
You typed in chat.
Yo, you did.
I'm welcoming our valuable viewers.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know which. This is a guessing game. Does not say any outfits. Okay. Oh, that's AOD. Oh, yep, it's popped in. Don't use that one. Noted. I need your help with this, Hick. We need to find the correct zone.
Though it's zone 2
Zone 2?
because
No,
that's
there's
in
multiple
Hanu.
links. Yeah, on Hanu. That's 1 TR. We'll try 2. Why not?
That's true too.
Okay, it's not. Hello. Sure. Oh, the joys. I think this one. FT. Look, Locks trash. Sorry, man. My bad. Nope, that is NLux versus RCN 6. How's number 5? Man, I'm going like 0 for 4 here right now on the guessing. This is terrible.
Yeah, I would not recommend you go gambling today.
I don't gamble, but I do work at a trading firm.
Nice. That's so cool. I did not know.
Some may say that's gambling. I would say that's not. But why is it's not popping up? That's so aggravating. Yeah, I need you to tell me what this is after the match starts. Because it's not going to show me until the match starts. So good luck, soldier. Keep an eye on that. So we have a minute to go. And I'm just gonna get back to the game because Hick is gonna help me figure out which overlay to use. I'm gonna remove that for now, until I fix it after the match starts. 40 seconds. I'm gonna go follow someone. Oh boy. I'm gonna follow. Who is this? Well, this is certainly TR, but I don't know who this is actually. I think this is Recursion. Nice.
Yep. So
Yep. Looks like. I mean, I can show the openers now. Recursion has literally all Nazis.
yeah,
They don't have a single galaxy here.
I do see a couple dervishes.
Yep.
4 of them. Interesting to see what they'll do with those.
Could you go look at 2ref on the opener?
Yeah, I'm going over there right now. They have lots of gals and mini mosquitoes as well. So I have to see who
Inshallah.
has the better pilots. 2RAF, the reigning champions, of course.
Yes, of Alpha Wars 3. Alright, here they go. So right now I have Recursion in blue, and I think 2RAF is going to be red if I've done things correctly, because one of the factions... Oh. I see a lot of Bale Mossies. Holy shit. Here we go. Yeah, this is, the colors are there, but it's still very much like what is going on, because, yeah, I don't know who's winning. I feel like 2RAF has air superiority. They are flying in with gals. Recursion did bail quite early with some of their Mossies, just straight, I think, onto the base below.
Points flipped, yeah.
Yep.
I just messaged you the instance you need to use.
Thank you. Wow, let me go take a looky here. Recursion has all 3 points, while I switch the overlay real quick. Do not worry.
Very interesting. It seems like 2RAF looks like Recursion's just giving up the air.
Yeah, that's what I kind of
2RAF is
thought
on the
too.
mountain of the middle base with like 7 burster maxes and 4 rep gals. So that could be a big reason on why Recursion has lost the air fight so far.
Alright guys, looks like Hick did not lie to me. That overlay is correct. PogChamp. Yeah, I see.
Do you see all those gals?
No, I see the maxes kind of doing like a jump down. What is going on?
So it seems like maybe they've theorized this, or else they're just trying to improvise, but I'm not sure how effective those bursters are going to be against the infantry.
Are those bursters or mercies? They have mercies.
They might have some of both. Maybe they changed it at the galaxy.
This guy has, yeah, this guy has a pounder arm and a mercy arm. So interesting strategy. Meanwhile, Recursion has full triple control on this base. They have full sea control. I think this cap's gonna go through. Let's take a look at the map real quick.
47 seconds on the middle base, and then 50 seconds on the outer base as well. So seems like 2RAF committing for the Bitter Gorge garrison.
Yep.
But Recursion's stalling some of the points, and 2RAF can't let that happen, or else they'll lose both bases.
Looks like even pop on Granite, the middle base, and then Bitter Gorge is where the most of 2RAF's pop is. But this, I don't think this jump down. Maybe it was theorized. Are they running Seifa? Let's see. Nope. You see,
16 seconds on.
these guys are not running safe. Oh no! Stop falling.
Yeah, Recursion is going to take the middle base. Turef just was unable to get down safely.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening here. They have the air superiority, but they haven't been able to like make use of it as much as I thought they would. So Recursion takes the middle base.
And actually, Ezrak, Satcom.
Yep, that was
So
kind of a ghost cap for them, but yeah, they got that through.
it was, but they were able to do it with just one squad, and Turef didn't really contest it.
Yeah.
So interesting play. Turef really needs to cap Bitter Gorge if they want a chance to make up some of their loss. Which, there's a lot of 2RAF here, so I have to see what Recursion does to try to stop it or not.
Enemy liberator in the area. Identified
2RAF still, you know, if there's one thing that's to be said about 2RAF is that their air superiority has been consistent.
Dominant.
Yep, it's very clear. I'm gonna go take a look at Bitter Gorge, because that's where most of 2RAF is, and...
Yeah, I mean, looks like they're mostly setting up on A and B point, but that just means Recursion is able to stall C point and make this a 3-minute cap now.
Yep,
Meanwhile,
Recursion's got a foothold in this triple, as
Yeah,
you
yeah.
said.
have to see if they can wipe them off 8. Looks like they actually already have a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, Recursion armor rolling through the main road. I don't see any sky guards, but I don't think they really need them.
Turef has a lot of planes and armor. They need to start leveraging that, or transition to infantry, or else they're going to lose all 3 middle bases.
Yep.
An orbital from Turef.
I've already seen 2 orbitals this match
From
already. I
Turef, or-
think one was from Recursion.
Okay, so 1 each.
I'm not sure. No,
Turef?
both were red, so probably both TR.
Turef doing okay on B point, but they've kind of given up point for now. They're just holding second floor for whatever reason.
What's a pop looking like? Recursion has more pop. Looks like 2RAF is defending Nexus Secure Substation 2. So they're kind of splitting their pop in 2. Recursion similarly.
I'm
Recursion
curious
does
if
have more pop here though.
Turef is kind of going for a steal here on Bitter Gorge. Perhaps waiting to get onto the B site there a little longer for their gals to come in. Have to see if how they decide to get back another point.
A lot of fights all over the place. Not very concentrated from either side.
Yeah, but it does seem the majority of both teams is in Bitter Gorge right now. Turef stopped the advance on the Nexus Secure Substation. So,
I see.
45 seconds here.
Yep, there's gonna be a big deploy here, redeploy here now from both teams.
Turef needs to be careful not to commit all their guys off of B because there is a Recursion beacon on the roof.
Yep.
And that could go very poorly for them.
2RAF is actually pushed out of the triple more so, and then they kind of get wiped. As the Recursion pop goes up, 2RAF still has the roof control of the triple, which is pretty critical in this case.
Yeah, Recursion pushing in here, second floor from Belloc.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Turef. And
It
Turef
is
is getting wiped from top down and bottom up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Recursion will get
takes
all
it.
3 middle bases.
And I think 2RAF's just gonna get crunched here if they're not careful.
I mean, they have luckily only 2 lanes open, but they need to make a play on multiple bases or else they're just going to lose the fight.
Yeah. I think in terms of individual skill, Recursion definitely has the edge, so...
But like you said, Turef has lots of air. They just need to start leveraging it, and it's going to cause a lot of issues for Recursion, you know, transferring to these bases.
Yeah, I mean, they still have like at least 4 or 5 Mossies just controlling the air. It's quite good to see. No cap. Hey Saiyan, what's up? I actually fell asleep before this cast. Yep, and I almost missed it.
Yeah, I was about to pull to his home.
Yep. And then TJ's just gone. TJ left. So it's only me and Hick. But that's fine. Alrighty.
So lots of pop here at Argent Pass.
Yeah, well,
But also, you know, a squad or two at Nexus secure from Recursion. So
I see. Is
2F
this like a
committing
yeah?
the majority of their pop here at Argent Pass, but they're losing their other base as well.
Is this just like a distraction play from Recursion? Because I think they have maybe 2 squads here. They're not like full committed to this endeavor. But Turaf
I mean,
has to absolutely get him off the point in the next 2:30.
You don't necessarily have to commit with even pop. It's you know, Turaf isn't leveraging the more players. And even if they do end up losing this, they have so much time on the other point, they can just transition over there possibly. But it actually does look like Recursion transferred some of their units from Nexus over to Argent Pass, so they might be full on committing to this triple stack.
I see.
Mano is with you.
Let's get inside the triple stack and see what the hold looks like. Yeah, it looks like majority are just sitting on stairs with a couple on the back.
Alright, how about this double stack hold? Recursion?
Yeah, the double stack, not the triple.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. I mean, it makes sense for them to be mostly on the stairs, because like the wind, this second floor is heavily exposed to air.
It is.
Otherwise.
It's gonna be tough for Turaf to just be pushed through this top load. They only have a minute too, so they need to start making plays, or else they're just gonna have no chance of recovery.
They're going to need like a max push. They're not gonna break this with just like spamming the air to ground. They need like a concentrated infantry push with maybe a max or 2. Because Recursion's been set up on these lanes for the past minute and a half or so at this point, and they're not dying. They're not really losing ground.
The one thing is Turaf does get utility, where Recursion has a hard time getting that utility back. So, you know, last 10 seconds is going to be hard for them to hold with less utility.
Alright, let's see. It looks like Turaf is making somewhat of a push. I don't know if it's coordinated enough at the moment.
And while this is going on, there's just a minute 30 left on Nexus. So both bases are getting down there to where Turaf...
Here comes Turaf. Oh,
They needed a couple of resonates or
they
something.
needed what Frog Mike would call
Big
free
numbers.
resonates.
So Turaf committing here at Argent Pass pretty heavily. Hopefully they can transfer over to Nexus here after they either
so
succeed at this or get wiped.
yeah, it looks like Recursion is taking
Yeah.
Argent Pass. I'm going to go to the Nexus station, substation, whatever it's called, and we shall see what is up.
Whoever transitions to Nexus first is gonna decide how this battle goes.
Recursion with another point hold already set up on this powerhouse. This powerhouse is kind of like tucked away, huh?
Yeah. So one thing I'll say is that they must have beacon transferred, otherwise there's no way they could have got over here or had a Valk sitting, but that's highly unlikely with the Turaf here. So they were able to get on point here, now Turaf has to, you know, do something in 27 seconds.
Yeah, they're really not giving themselves much time. Not enough of them are dropping in. I'm afraid Recursion actually just dropped in mass, more so than Turaf. I think Turaf is going to also lose this base.
Turaf is committing to their home base to prevent the warp gate.
Yeah, I think...
Not sure
yep.
that's the play, but it looks like they're getting set up with maxes.
Damn. Well... You know, maybe cut your losses.
So they're gonna be fighting, you know, at their home base. Obviously, they have a huge advantage here over Recursion, just because of that. With all these maxes, though, I'm kind of scared of an orbital coming in and then them getting wiped.
Yeah, this base. I mean, this base is a pretty big area, right? They could probably hide somewhere.
True, but you give up the doorways and now you're zombieing on point. It's gonna be difficult for them, I fear.
Is the getup for official getup for Turaf like the medieval armor? Because it does look pretty coordinated. It does look pretty cool. Yeah, look at them. They look like fucking. I don't know. Is that like the Roman army? Alright.
Sure.
Sure. Meanwhile, recursion is glowing blue.
Blue, blue, blue.
Guys, did you guys
So-
know you can rearm ground vehicles at ammo supply towers? Thank you, game,
Holy moly.
for showing me
Recursion's here in, looks like a Dubs area.
Yep.
You know, for lack of a better call out.
that. Kind of like grouping up, but
They're
I
just
think
putting
2F is
pressure.
holding pretty well.
Turep does have back caps, so they should be redeploying out of their home base here
Oh heck
and getting
yeah.
to those back caps because they can't. The base can't get flipped here.
Yeah, these guys need to leave. And
They need to have
they
left
need to
about
use
2
this
minutes
time
ago.
to redeploy out of here.
The one thing is perhaps some of the recursion players haven't noticed. The issue is, you know, recursion's got those back caps slipping the other way right now.
Yeah, I don't
So-
know why I still see a squad of 2 red. Well, they're actually all gone. So.
I mean, it might be too late. If they left now and gave recursion the point for free, you know, even at one of those bases, if they get it flipped back, they're gonna have back cap on 2ref. So really touchy situation here, and yeah, looks like recursion got onto A point here at Nexus Alpha.
Really?
They're pushing right now, yeah.
Oh.
2ref
is
is committing
flipping.
them to the back cap.
Yeah, I thought 2Ref is flipping one of the back caps. Yeah, this is uncappable by from recursion. 2Ref has to buy time here.
Correct.
Or else.
So right now, if recursion though pushes one base very heavily, it's going to open up that opportunity to attack the work Gideon. So 2Ref needs to be holding on to the points for dear life.
Yep, I want to see like a similar setup for 2Ref as we saw for recursion. They need to hold this.
So recursion
iron
is getting
grip.
Nexus back. They've secured the back cap, so now they're going to be flipping their home base. Kind of a worst case scenario for 2Ref right now.
Yeah, 2Ref is going all in on the Argent Pass, but yeah, if recursion gets back the other back cap,
Nah, they're flipping 2Ref home base, going for Warpy right now.
yeah, these 2Ref guys need to realize this and get the hell out of here. Although recursion has a sizable pop at Argent Pass as well.
There's a long cap timer on the home base, so
Oh, I
2Ref
see.
might
That's
be
why
going for
they're
the cap here at Argent. But
recursion's
I'm
pushing
not
in.
sure they can hold with the amount of pop they have. Yeah, they're getting wiped.
I think recursion, 2Ref redeployed out actually back to Nexus Alpha.
Interesting.
It looks like, cause like I definitely saw way more people in there 30 seconds ago than I just did.
Yep, looks like they're going back to their home base here.
Yep.
They're pushing in dubs. Looks like they've wiped some of recursion here off the point.
This base layout is interesting, but it's confusing.
There's a lot of doorways you have to watch, and that can make it hard for just one squad, which recursion got wiped because of that.
Okay.
Got spread out a little too hard.
There's still hope for 2Ref. They can hold this.
Yeah.
I mean, if they want to win the match without getting work gated, they will have
So,
to.
what are the cap timers on these bases that they have to get back caps? 3 minutes?
Well,
minutes?
if you watched the flyover video, you would know, Hank.
I have not. Let's just assume they're 4 minutes. So, in order to come back, you're gonna have to, you know, it's gonna be hard with the timer because you have to cap both lanes in the least amount of time. I don't want to call it here because it's still a good match, but 2Ref really gonna have to put in the mega brain in place.
Recursion is, you know, kind of locked out right now, but I think they're gonna push in pretty soon.
Yeah. It's always hard for, you know, if you're holding a point for so long, eventually you just run out of utility.
Yep.
2Ref though has a lot of pop coming, especially in dubs on the southeast side. The Zyros just pushing in, mowing them down.
That falls apart pretty steadily. I mean, I think 2Ref held there longer than I would have expected.
They're just getting shot at from all directions, though.
Yeah, this is a brutal crossfire. They need to like take control of the other doors, and then actually Recursion's getting crossfired as they try to push out, but I think they just have more
I
people.
think this is a case of everyone's getting crossfired at the same time.
Yes.
Believe it or not.
This is just pure attrition.
So Recursion's back capped again. 2ref needs to realize their mistake last time and do something about it a little bit quicker.
Do you think? Well, there's some. Let's go to Nexus substation. See what's going on here.
All right, I'm gonna check out. Looks like Recursion got back Argent Pass.
Recursion's
So-
also back on Nexus Secure substation.
You know, 2ref doing good, holding the point, getting these back caps. The issue is Recursion is just redeploying so fast. 2ref doesn't really have maybe the means, the practice to do the logistic things faster than them, and it's really showing here on these back caps because they're just getting popped onto every fight, so they can't hold anything.
I feel like once you get warp gated, once you're down to the home base, it's
very
hard, right?
to make progress.
Yeah, because like you have to basically backup both bases and keep those backups going.
You know, it kind of depends too how the attackers, aka Recursion in this case, play it. Like, do they commit to the back cap to try to work it, or do they go for the defenses? Because with the 7-minute cap timer at the home base, it gives 2ref time to play around with some of these caps by just dumping their top on a single fight. They just need to be able to get to the back cap at their warp gate, or else they're gonna lose. You know, so a bit of a gamble. Which looks like they got back substation. Have to see if Recursion comes and tries to defend this, or if they commit to their warp gate.
This TR Max needs to absolutely make work. Oh. Looks like Recursion has a max of its own.
Medieval
This
Welder?
2-ref push is stalling right outside Bubbles here. This doorway is such a painful push. Oh man. I think 2-ref is gonna be able to push though.
Yo, come to the Nexus substation when you get the chance, yeah?
Yeah, what's up?
Medieval Welder, Stalker, Infiltrator
Yeah?
is holding down, ready to beacon here at Nexus Secure.
Where
So they're
this
gonna
dude
try to
at?
stop it.
Where is this dude?
Northeast corner of the base. He's dropping a flash.
Yo, it's like it's the lone max defender on point, dude.
Rise to the moment you
There's
can
not much
prevail.
going on here. I'm bored.
Yeah, come check out my fight.
What fight?
Nexus Secure.
I was just there. There's nothing. There's nothing. I'm watching 2-ref make
Yeah,
a sick
I forgot
push.
stream has delay. Medieval Welder killing the bot. Oh my gosh, this guy's nuts. A minute 30 on Nexus. You know, if Recursion's gonna try to stop this, they're gonna be trying to do it soon. But 2-ref redeployed out.
You are
Yeah, one thing I'll say is that
Show them.
I don't like if Recursion is going for the fastest victory here. They're actually having some trouble.
Right.
Perhaps like getting this last base compared to the breakneck pace that they were showing for the other bases.
So, I mean, makes sense. You're right next to Warp Gate, very defensible.
Right,
They can't
right.
get logistics up for too long, but
And 2-ref
interesting
isn't
that
like a
2ref
pushover team.
decided to give up Nexus with a minute left and go defend their home base when maybe that should not have been an issue. Maybe that's just an experience thing coming through for formats like this. But they've kind of lost their chance here at the game, I'd say, just with that play.
Yeah, they
Because-
should have just stayed at the backup.
They needed to get Nexus fully flipped and start gaining ground, because that would have given them 2 more lanes. But they've kind of given that up and chose to defend. And defending when you're 1-8 is not really an option if you're still trying to win.
Gotcha. So I feel like, yeah, so my opinion is that the fact that they redeployed back to their home base instead of pursuing the backup, they're just really scared of even having a possibility of like getting work gated, I think.
Yeah, and they might be trying to save some face.
I mean, we can only guess.
It's hard to say without being in the comms.
Yeah, let me go join 2ref right now.
Okay.
Taking over one of the players.
So with them not being able to back captain out, right? So there's still a minute left at Nexus if 2ref decides to go there and start flipping it again. But otherwise, the timer's clicking, so Argent Pass, obviously 2ref can't touch. So Recursion is able to dump most of their pop here on their home base. And I'm interested to see if 2ref is able to do anything with that.
Yeah, I mean, if Recursion gets set up proper again, you know, 2ref is gonna take another how many, you know, minutes maybe even to take back this home base point. Especially on this fucking
If they're
door.
even able to. I mean, it's a battle of like just sustain at this point. Who can save their utility longer? Usually that means the attackers are going to have the advantage, but you know, I wonder what nanites are looking like for both teams.
Yep. The scenario is flipped this time around. Recursion is on point, and 2ref is trying to push from all angles.
2ref, I mean, they're getting some pressure up, but you know, they're just kind of dying right now, and it's making it really difficult for them to push.
Yeah. Recursion is able to just hold onto all the doors right now. Like maybe if 2ref just like had a little bit more pop in one of the doors, then maybe it would have worked out. But like an equal division of pop between the two teams on every door is not going to work out well for 2ref in this case.
Because, yeah, looking at the pop, looks like mostly even pop in the Hex, so...
Yep.
There's also the difference that half of 2ref is still in their airplanes, when maybe they should be on the ground helping their teammates out.
They really still have Banshee Aussies. This is...
They do, and there's not really any angles you can get, like...
I see 4, 5, 6 guys, 7, 8.
I understand them wanting to keep Sundays down, but there's 3 minutes on your home base. You need every guy you can to be touching that point.
Okay, well,
know,
this
to help him
Mossy
with the
landed.
push.
They know what they're doing. The other Mossies, yeah, they need to land and help out their team. Recursion is completely, just, you know, they're committed to this hold, and if 2ref also isn't, they're not going to be able to push Recursion off point with like 5 less people, let's say.
Oh, 2ref coming in with a big push here.
Oh, yeah.
They all got C4 though with the bubble max. They're all just getting...
Oh,
yeah.
no.
This is... Kids, close your eyes. This is a massacre.
Yeah, this is...
They had the right idea with the bubble, but...
Yeah, I
pushing
mean,
one doorway here is so tough with all that C4.
it's just one small... And honestly, I don't understand why these doors are so small for a point as big as this, for a format as big as this. I personally think all of these doors should at least be like twice the size.
Holy moly, big boys, big doors.
Big doors, or at least 50% bigger. No cap.
So, 2 minutes left. Recursion's gotta be feeling some low utility, especially after that big push.
You
know,
think so? I
if
think they
they're-
have plenty of C4 to go around.
Yeah, but not at the doorway they just pushed, because likely Recursion players have not, like, rotated doorways.
Yeah.
Because that's just not practical most of the time. So they could perhaps try to do the same thing again and get some space here. The issue is they might be a little scared now because that didn't work. But just a little bit of a waiting game to see who's gonna do what.
Hannibal Forge pushing in. Oh, and he goes down.
He goes down, but this is a good push by them because this is one of the weaker parts of the hold. If they can get in the stubs, they can start crossfiring the other doorways.
Oh boy, is this like
They're
the last?
getting OS though.
Oh no. Well, 2ref doesn't have that many. How's this guy alive?
So
Alright.
2ref got wiped off of the southwest door, so now Recursion's all rotating to where they have a foothold in, which is doves.
Is this just gonna be another let's just shoot everybody in one doorway situation again?
Well, that's exactly it. They're kind of grouping up at one door. They lost their chance to get the crossfires going, and it's gonna be tough. They have 50 seconds to do anything.
I mean, this is just a, this is a pretty good hold by Recursion. No cap. How would you approach this if you had been 2RAF, let's say, the 2RAF platoon leader, like, let's say 3 minutes ago? How would you have handled this or
Yeah,
tried to
so
approach this?
when you're like committed to the back cap, right? Because now you have no way of capping bases from them. I think you've got to bait out some of the utility doing dry pushes, aka not wasting your own nanites. And then from there, you just got to get a foothold in the dub stores to get crossfires set up and start wearing them down until you see an opportunity.
Like, which one of these doors is like the least worst, honestly, at this point?
I'm not sure. I've never fought in at this base, but dub door is very choky. But if you get your teammates set up on both dub stores and just crossfire, you might be able to whip them off. But Recursion won't baits to your F, so good game to both teams. Obviously, rough match for 2RAF, but hopefully they were able to take something away from it.
Yeah. 2RAF did not fold easily. They were, before that last maybe like minute or so, they were trying something. They tried a few things. They tried they definitely tried quite a few pushes, and I at least have to commend them for that. Certain teams, maybe worse teams, might just, just like kind of trickle in for like 3 minutes or something. I don't think that happened with 2RAF. They like did coordinated pushes. It just didn't end up working.
Yeah, 2RAF definitely, had some good pushes going. It's just going through those choke points with C4 is so difficult for anyone, really. Like, it would have been hard for any outfit to beat that old.
Yeah. It is what it is. All right. Man, I gotta get a photo for you, but you need to send me a photo with no background so I can add you to this sick desk, dude.
Okay, one sec.
Yeah. For real, for real. GG's to both teams, of course. Congrats to Recursion for the victory. I believe Recursion is undefeated, and I don't remember if 2RAF won last week or not.
I think 2RAF won last week because they're fighting another team that won.
Oh,
so...
duh, I casted 2RAF. My bad. 2RAF, it was 2RAF versus VSTD. 2RAF won. Recursion versus Safari. Recursion won. So 2RAF is now 1-1. Recursion is now 2-0 in their record. GG's to both teams.
Did you want to talk about the game a little bit more, or you just want to call it there?
No, you feel free to talk about the game. 100%. I'll let you take it away. You're my analyst. Yep.
Yes, actually, he pushes glasses up on face.
Yeah, you actually do that though.
Okay, man. So what do you think like the turning point for this game was? It might be hard to remember back so far because we fought at the last base for like the last 25 minutes or something. Like, where do you think it was too far gone for 2RAF to come back?
I think the turning point was that when they kind of gave up on the back caps, as you said, and then they just full sent it to trying to defend their home base.
So
I
kind of
remember
at like
you
the
mentioned
30-minute
that.
mark. Yeah.
Yeah,
I would say that's the point of no return.
Okay.
I kind of feel as though, 2RAF was really splitting up their pop at those first three bases, right? So Recursion did a really good job of stalling the bases that they didn't have a ton of pop at, which allowed them to take first the center base, then that top base, and then the bottom base. And I would say, honestly, at that point, I had an inkling that it was over, because how do you come back from a 3-0 start? It's very difficult.
Right.
But like you said, the point of no return is when they just decide to commit all their forces to their home base instead of trying to get those back caps up and start capping Recursion territory. They were just kind of always on the back foot, it seemed.
Gotcha. Yeah. One thing I'll say is that this is one of the few matches that I've seen where one team just has dominant air and it doesn't really have much of an impact. I don't know if you would agree with that, but
They had error the entire game. Recursion gave up error.
hmm,
But they were still transitioning way faster than 2RAF, which
right.
is really interesting. So the only way they could have done that is with beacons
Hmm.
or like an invisible flash or something like that.
Right.
So 2RAF perhaps could have utilized Galaxies and Valks more preemptively. Maybe reading the map as far as what base is going to get capped next, where's the back cap. You have air control, you need to be utilizing Galaxies. But it just seemed like the Banshees were looking for infantry kills, but when you can get a beacon down and get an entire another squad at the base you're going for, it's super difficult to keep them contained. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like at a certain point, if recursion is not going for air, you've got to try something else. Maybe get out of your planes and go infantry for a bit. Get in tanks, do something. But it just goes to show you can win without air control if you're playing the map well with logistics, mobility, stuff like that.
Damn.
And the
Life's
other thing I
crazy.
wonder is how many 2RAF pilots switched to Banshee, do you think? Do you think the majority were like air to ground for the last half of that match? Because if they're all Banshees, they're not going to be able to shoot down, say, like a Bale Reaver for those back caps.
I think you know what, I'll trust 2RAF to their allocation of Banshees and air-to-air Mossies. I don't think that
I
was
hope
like an
so.
issue. Like that would have been an issue if air was more of a factor, but I don't really see that as like a factor as much as they should have just gotten out of their Mossies maybe a little faster.
Yeah, lots to go over for this match for 2RAF. But Recursion played that really well. I'll give them all the credit they deserve there. They were on the back caps constantly, and they were cleaning up the back caps really well, just moving their pop around almost instantly, it seemed.
Dang. Yeah, you scared of recursion?
I'm not really scared of anyone except for Sane.
That dude sucks.
That dude does suck, and
He's
that's why I'm
lost two
scared.
tournaments in a row to some idiots. Who knows? Um,
Like,
but enough of that. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk?
I don't. I think we went over most of the talking points. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I'm excited. What matches are you excited for the rest of the weekend?
I'm excited to play in my first match, obviously.
Will you be playing in the next God match?
As far as I'm aware.
I see. Leaks, guys. Roster leaks. Listen
What
in.
the
Listen in.
heck?
Roster leaks.
But there's some other good matches coming up. I'm kind of curious to see how Safari will play. They're not bad on live, and I think that they could step it up here and win their match that's coming up.
Who is Safari playing?
Step Vanu.
I see.
So, that could be an interesting match. They're kind of not super well known, either of those teams, as far as maybe like tactics or, what they're going to do. So you could see some interesting things come from that match. And then obviously, like B-Way match, KN1 versus mid, also going to be a great match.
Okay.
I feel like that's a very evenly pitted match. So excited to see who wins that one.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be another pretty good one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Sounds good to me. All right, everybody. That's gonna be it for our coverage of Recursion versus 2RAF. Thank you to everybody for watching and keeping up despite my best efforts at ruining this stream with my poor production quality. But thank you for sticking